I started to meditate 15 years ago because I felt something is lacking in my life. And my parents were meditating, and my grandparents and my uncle, so there were some people doing something, and there was a book in the cupboard on transcendental meditation, and I was just so fascinated. So I started to read it a little bit, and it just always, like, different things appeared to me since then. And then I was 20, starting to study. I went to university, and there was a poster, and of course I was interested, intrigued by this class. I went there, and then I felt really that was the click for my life. That was something that I was missing, and that was adding the dimension I was missing. So I started to meditate, and since then I've been feeling my life more fully, living life more fully, more integrated. Things are beginning to make more and more sense in the world for me since I'm doing that. Like the outer life is connecting to an inner life. I started with the Chinmoy Meditation Center, and the person who has started this Chinmoy Center is Chinmoy himself, and he has started this wonderful sports project, the Harmony Run. And with the Harmony Run, we run through different countries in the world, and we run with the flaming torch, and the torch is a symbol for passing on peace, harmony, friendship to the other person. And we visit many schools. We do we visit mayors, schools, presidents, sportsmen, musicians, and we try to connect people in a. It's like a grassroots program. So it's like a very simple but very full program, and people feel it immediately when they get a torch. When you get a torch and it's burning and it's there, it's so symbolic and it touches people so deeply that it speaks for itself. Another project we're doing is, I'm from Holland, and in Holland we have many tulips, and at a certain point in time Sri Chinmoy was given a rose in his name, a Sri Chinmoy rose, and after that people in Holland were inspired to get a Sri Chinmoy tulip with this name. So these are the Sri Chinmoy tulip bulbs, and they will blossom in a few months in spring. And this project is very nice because it's a very live thing. It's very beautiful. It's orange and red, the color. It's a thing that's alive. So there are different projects actually which I'm involved in, and I feel very grateful to do it because I feel that spirituality is something not, you know, like sitting in your room or meditating or somewhere in a beautiful nature spot. That's a part, but also to do something with it, you know, like running or, you know, connecting to people, or with this. It's a thing that's, it's a blossoming thing actually, spirituality. I like children very much because for me they are very pure, very innocent, and they are our future, of course. So I had this feeling always that for me they are, they just appeal to my heart, let's say it like that. And at the moment I'm working on a project also, and I'm becoming a teacher actually, and I want to start a special school in the future, and the school is based on ideas of spirituality, oneness, peace, harmony. And actually I was inspired by two other schools. First of all, the Oneness Family School in Washington, D.C. It's been a school that's been existing for 20 years, and I visited it in '98, and I've been working there for 7 months, and it struck me so much how they work with the children, because it's basically it's a Montessori school with a little bit of Waldorf in it, and they have other educational ideas, and they have a wonderful project to integrate the whole child, let's say, to work with not only the academics but also part manifestation, like how does a child integrate the knowledge into their work. Also to see that the child can have their ideas, their wishes, their interests, that they channel that in a project that they like. So it's not as much like we want to drill the children for the future that they fit society, but more that the child becomes true to their nature. What is the child? What is the interest? To follow that, to have a proper education, of course, to learn them math, to learn them reading, to learn them how the world works, but also in a way that they become a more integrated person. And that's through also partly a spiritual part of the program is important. And that doesn't mean you meditate for an hour with the children, but you have silent moments, you reflect with them, you talk with them about deeper things in life. And you can do that with 5-year-olds or 7-year-olds or 12-year-olds. They are very open to that. So for me, that's a project I'm looking forward to continue in Holland. So the Oneness Family School is one of my examples. Another one of those schools started in New Zealand, in Auckland. It's called the Golden Grove School. And that's been running for now, I think, 1.5 or 2 years. And so hopefully in the future, there will be one in Holland, in The Hague. Also, I'm working in a health food store part-time. And I've started doing this like 13 or 14 years ago, and I started because I like the shop very much. Not so much because I was totally into health, but because I like the atmosphere. It's a spiritual store, I could say. Like the people who work there, they meditate before work, meditate after work, and in this way I feel we are harmonizing with each other. You start in a different way, different frame of mind, and because of that, because of the atmosphere, because of the workers being in tune with themselves more, and they can offer a better service to the people. And the people who come to a health food store, they are aware of, you know, healthy food, or they have a problem, they need to change their diet. And we try to advise them, or, you know, serve them in a way that people feel, I think, not only physically helped, but inwardly helped, you know, like a really good service. That the people, I mean, it sounds very corny, but that they go out with a smile. You know, for me, it's the miracle when I'm working in the store. People sometimes come in unhappy, you see them, you help them, you just have a little talk, or you ask something personal, or you're just selling a bread. And it's amazing what happens sometimes. Like, you see them changing, and I feel it's not me or it's not my colleagues, it's just like the atmosphere is helping us. And the people come in, and sometimes or often it's an exchange. It's not that it sounds like we are giving them something, but it's absolutely an exchange. And I have been changed a lot, I think, since I'm working there, so I'm very grateful for that. When I think about the future, I hope, I wish for a more harmonious world, a more peaceful world, a world with people who are more aware of themselves, aware of the other person. And that I wish actually that everybody would learn to meditate or to be quiet in the morning. If I would wish a wish for the world, I would wish every person to grow up in a family which is aware of the inner life, which is aware of their own feelings. Because if you start with that, being aware of your own life, you become aware of the other person, and you cannot hurt other people anymore, because it's like we are all sentient beings, we are all full of energy, emotions, life. So it's a wish for peace and harmony, which starts with every single person, and because of that it's like the drop, you know, on the water, with a circle going bigger and bigger.